you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another World Cup watch along. We're doing the watch along today, excuse me, of the game between France and Morocco in the FIFA 2022 World Cup. It's France taking on Morocco. Current holders France taking on the first ever African team to reach the semi-finals in Morocco. I'm hoping this is going to be a good game. Morocco are a very well drilled, very well organised team. They know how to sit tight. They know how to keep clean sheets. I think they've conceded just 1 goal at this World Cup so far, which is very, very impressive. They've already got on their resume Spain and Portugal in the knockout phases as well without conceding a single goal as well. They've won on a penalty shootout, so they know how to win them as well. So this is going to be a difficult test for France. France, of course, managed to make their way through England in the quarter-finals. England gave them a good game. Unfortunately, didn't put their opportunities away with Harry Kane missing that penalty. So France like to play open football, like to attack, they like to score goals. Should be in for a really interesting game. Safe to say French fans are completely outnumbered in Qatar for this game as well. I firstly wanted to apologise anyway for being a little bit late. I've been running around 10-15 minutes behind. I managed to get my live stream set up nice and early, but I've been making my tea and also eating my tea, which is why I've ended up being a couple of minutes late. So I do apologise for that, and that's why the intro ended up going into kickoff. Ideally, I'd like to have been live a good 5 or 10 minutes ago, but traffic and everything and getting everything sorted with cooking and everything, just how it is. Life gets in the way sometimes, so I do apologise for that. So do leave a thumbs up if you are watching. First aim, 20 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. We're only 10 likes away, so any help towards that would be great. Also, don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. On that push now to 28k subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links there in the description below, and also on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos, excuse me, again, or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up as already mentioned. Score predictions in the live chat as well. I'm going to go for 1-0 France. Late second half goal I'm going for. 1-0 France, and France to join Argentina on Sunday in the World Cup final is my score prediction for this game. Finally, my video sponsor for today, brought to you by BetMate. Links and details are all in the description. They're in the live chat, and also using the QR code on screen will take you to the download page to download BetMates. That'd be much appreciated. It is available to anybody in the UK, so I would appreciate anybody checking that out. You can use code JSGC5 on sign up. Will give you a £5 in free bets as well, and they'll be having their World Cup final pot running, which I'm sure is going to be a real biggie for everybody to stay tuned for. So do keep your eyes open for that one, and go and check out BetMate. Links and details in the description. Thank you very much to BetMate for sponsoring this video. So to the live chat, we've got Nawal. Thanks very much for tuning in, saying come on France, believes in them. 2-0 their prediction for France to win this game. Mixed, on the other hand, going for 1-0 Morocco, completely biased, hoping that Morocco will get the job done. Julia preferred Morocco to go through as well. It's special. It'd be really good to see. It'd be really good to see Morocco make that final. I don't think they will. I think France are going to win this game by 1-0, a late second half goal. But still, yeah, Morocco, it'd be really nice to see them win. And like I said, the French fans completely surrounded. There's a massive following of Moroccan fans. Apparently, there's been fans trying to force their way into the stadium as France were already into the penalty area. They want to get a shot away. They eventually do. It rebounds and in. 1-0. 1-0 France. Theo Hernandez. He's in my bet, mate, and 1-0, France lead here. France get their job done. Morocco's game plan is completely out of the window. France lead by 1-0. It rebounded to the back post, and Theo Hernandez was there to pop it home. 1-0. Relative badger going for Morocco to win a goal in each half. They're going to need a goal now. France have got their goal. It's Theo Hernandez with the goal. It's a good tidy finish from Theo Hernandez as well. And France doing something that Spain and Portugal couldn't do, taking the game to Morocco nice and early and grabbing that early goal. Means Morocco's game plan completely undone, and for a team that's very defensive, it's going to be very difficult for Morocco to get back into this game. Interesting to see how Morocco approach, whether they're going to sit tight on a 1-0 and hope that chance comes, or whether they're going to maybe attack. Makes it go for 2-1 Morocco. I like it. Right, BetMate. They're running the pot for today. I'm in. £5 entry fee. Theo Hernandez is in my team. It's got me into 58th place, which is good on 14.5 points. How many people are in today's pot? 136 people in today's pot. £5 entry fee, £1,000 entry prize. First place getting £254. JSGC's off to a good start, having Theo Hernandez in his BetMate. Locked and loaded here. I've got Hugo Lloris, Theo Hernandez and Raphael Varane as my defenders. I've got Tchouameni and Amrabat as my midfielders. I've got vice-captain Mbappe and captain Olivier Giroud. I'm backing France to win this game. Substitute bench made up of Moroccan players, including Bonu, Hakimi, Ziyech, and En-Nesyri as well. So we'll see how we fare. I'll keep you guys up to date, of course, with that one. So final thing for us to do is just go through the two teams for today, and then we're all up to date. So lineups today, France lining up with Hugo Lloris in goal as the back four, Jules Kounde at right back, Theo Hernandez at left back, and starting with Raphael Varane and Ibrahima Konate. I'm looking for Dayot Upamecano to be dropped, but there we go, he's on the bench. Don't know whether that's injury force. Not sure. Ousmane Dembele is on the right wing, Kylian Mbappe on the left wing. It's Tchouameni, Fofana and Griezmann in the middle. And Olivier Giroud starts up top for France. On the bench for them today is Areola and Mandanda, their two goalkeepers. They've also got Pavard, Upamecano, Desai, Saliba, Camavinga, Veretau, Guendouzi, Muani, Thuram, and Kingsley Coman. That's a slight change from the match against England. They went with Rabiot, who I presume is he suspended, Rabiot? But he's not starting in this game, and he's not on the bench either. But there we go. On the in the Morocco team for today, they're lining up with. I'm gonna have to move this closer to for me to see. It's Bonu in goal, Hakimi on right wing back duty, Mazrouri on left wing back duty, and it's Dari, Saiss, and El Yamik as their centre backs. Midfield of Ziyech, Onahai, Amrabat, and Boufal, and up front is En-Nesyri. Captain Romain Saiss for Morocco. On the bench, two goalkeepers, Mohamedi and Tagnauti. They've also got Benoun, Atiat Allah, Amala, Cher, Konus, Jabrain, Sabiri, Hamadala, Ezalazuli, Abu Kalal, it's a mouthful, and Zarouri as well on the bench for Morocco. And as I mentioned, Morocco are the first African team ever to reach the semi-finals of a World Cup. So they've already made history. They've already made Africa very proud. They've made world football very proud. The complete underdog, the big surprise package of the World Cup. I'm cheering on Morocco. I'd really like Morocco to go on and win this game. I just think France are too strong. They're really finding their rhythm. They're a solid, solid team. It's going to take something special to beat them. And with them finding that early goal, it's so, so difficult. But it's only one goal. Morocco's still in this. In the attack. Shot! Oh, cracking save from Hugo Lloris. Better from Morocco. A good save that from Hugo Lloris. Obviously, as an England fan, we're sat here thinking what could have been. That should be a free kick. No, not give him. Buffal furious. Did look like a foul. Not give him. So we're on to 11 likes now. 9 away from 20 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Link in the description. Also in the live chat. They're a good team, aren't they, France? It was the... when was the last time a team went back-to-back with World Cups? I'm sure Germany or Brazil will have done it. Uruguay have, I think. So Antoine Griezmann wanted a free kick then. Not given, and out for a throw into Morocco. There's a massive Moroccan presence. Hello, John. Thanks very much for tuning in. You imagine France will want a second, and that might put this game to bed. You imagine is what they'll be looking for. The camera position better. So here it is. Morocco trying to come forward. Kylian Mbappe not defensively helping out at all there. So he ties his lace. Really thinking about attack. Could easily just helped and pressed, and he didn't. Just held back, hoping that the other player would press and win the ball back so it could set him away rather than helping his team out. Morocco get themselves a free kick inside the France half. 14 minutes in, France lead by 1-0 here. I read the sad news that I think it was at yesterday's game at the Lusail Stadium. There was one of the workers at the stadium, I think, fell, and has unfortunately passed away, which is horrific, horrendous. So thoughts go out to all their friends and family at this very difficult time. How can that be happening at the World Cup? And it's awful. I think Qatar and FIFA have opened up an inquiry, an investigation. Relative Badger, I love that comment. Not watched one of these before, only live streams of action, but there's not much choice without astronomical cable fees over there in Mexico. So thank you for tuning in from Mexico. Maltese is looking good. Also don't have them in Mexico. I really wanted to go to Mexico last year. Unfortunately, finances haven't allowed for a trip for us to go to Mexico. We had a hotel already booked actually, with free cancellation of course, to Mexico City. I was really looking forward to that trip, but not to be. We've ended up settling on 2 weeks in Iceland, travelling around instead. And John, yeah, I know one journalist. There was one that wore them rainbow colours. He passed away as Morocco are in, and shot comes in, and it's a weak effort wide of the post from Hakim Ziyech. Yeah, I know one journalist. I don't know the second. I think there was an American one. Giroud's in. Is Giroud? Oh, he's hit the post. He smashes the post. Oh, I'm amazed Olivier Giroud's not got a shot on target there. Morocco needs to be really careful. One pump forward and Olivier Giroud takes the bounce well. Smashes the post. Keeper beating them. Yeah, relative badger. I'd read something similar. I'd read that the journalist wearing the rainbow shirt had been complaining of health problems and chest problems for the last 3 weeks, and they think some kind of heart condition, not helped by overworking. Apparently been struggling to sleep. He'd been to see the medics a week before he'd passed away. Said he was feeling much better once he'd seen the medics and had some medical attention and been seen to. Felt much better and passed away a week later. Yeah, lack of sleep, stress, overworked. Heat won't have helped. Has led to a strain on the body, and they think some kind of heart condition, a heart attack. The report, there might be different reports. I think that's what was getting reported. He's certainly been complaining over the last 3 weeks. I mean, if he's had previously diagnosed heart conditions, and he feels a strain and he's being made unwell like he did a week ago, I don't really understand why he'd been discharged and then decided to carry on working. Surely you just take some time off, time away. Money's not everything. I do remember Bob Woolmer dying as well in 2007 at the World Cup. He was in charge of Pakistan, I think. Yeah, in the West. I think it was in the West Indies, the World Cup. Very sad. Not that I'm trying to put a dampener on this semi-final. Just a good chance for us to discuss the happenings. There's a good exchange of passes here. And Mbappe concedes a foul. Chubb throws his arm. He's not happy about that. And free kick given to Morocco. Ugh. Still feeling a bit grotty, everybody. I'm hoping I'll be better for the weekend. For the World Cup final. There's first change already been made by Morocco. Presume injury force. It's captain Romain Saiss that comes off. And Mala comes on. So more work for Morocco to do. Not only conceded, now the captain's had to go off. I don't remember the Munich Olympics. When was the Munich Olympics? I know Sydney was 2000. I don't know who was before that. I don't know who 96 was. I was only one. Might not even have been one. Actually, I'd probably been one. Takes place summer 1970, way before my time. Way before my time. I'm minus 23. World Cup semi-final. They've lost their first three and have won the last three. France just building it from the back. No real pressure. I mean, France put away their opportunity and hit the post on the other, and Hugo Lloris has had a save to make. More entertaining than the first 30 minutes of yesterday's game where we didn't see a single shot on target. France have come out the blocks, have got that goal. It's Morocco that need to find something. I think France will just be patient. Wait for their opportunity, and if France double their lead, I'd say this game's done and dusted. We're in for Argentina-France final on Sunday, and Morocco will take on Croatia for the fourth playoff match. That I'm not sure many people care about. That'll be a free kick to France. Against Achraf Hakimi. Relative badger, we have Vimto and Maltesers here. I need to stop my fridge up at some point. That's not wine or champagne. I don't really like either. There's been gifts that I put in the fridge. At some point we might use them. What have we got? So we've got a really small bottle of Poire, Monsieur Supiero Campagna champagne. Little bottle. Got two of them. They're from my wedding, them. What else have we got? More drinks from the wedding. We've got some Prosecco. We've got more drinks from the wedding. Blanquette de Limoux Brut, produced in France. More champagne. And what else do we have? 3 bottles of red wine and a cloudy cider Rattler original at some point. I might have that Sunday for the World Cup final. The champagne back. Not a champagne day today. I like these little bottles, these are cute. There we go, that's my Bridge explored. Minstrels are very nice. I like minstrels. I like rebels as well. Here's Mbappe. His back heel's not very good, and I was going to say Morocco got to come away with it, and they got themselves a free kick. Well, that's great work. And oh, that could be a free kick given against Morocco. That could have been a penalty. Anyone watching the game, what's everyone's thoughts there on a potential penalty against Buffal? He's been yellow carded and penalised, but it's a coming together of two legs. It's a clatter into each other. Is it Hernandez, I think, that's gone down, that's on the receiving end, that's hurt more than Buffal? But Buffal was the one that was brought down. Hernandez back up. Didier Deschamps giving some instructions to the coaches on the bench. So France looking good for the final right now. Morocco bringing the atmosphere. Here's Morocco intercepting well, coming forward on the left-hand side. Here's Buffal, just gone into the book. Oh, that's brilliant work from Olivier Giroud. And he's bundled over, and that'll be a free kick to France. Very aggressive. Morocco, very aggressive.
And in the World Cup, where some very famous names appear to have hit the end of the road in their international careers, Lionel Messi is getting better and better in this tournament.
Here's Morocco coming forward again. They find the pass, and there's space on the left. They're not going down the left, they're going down the right. In the outside of the penalty area is Hakim Ziyech. Now they work it down the left. Now France have got cover. Miles offside there. And the flag does go up now. It didn't look close. It looked miles off, and he was a good 3 yards offside. It's not close. Julie makes a good topic of conversation. Argument between Richard Keys, who claims that Jamie Carragher was being xenophobic and racist when he suggested that England's managers should only be English. Now, in terms of national pride, you would want your national coach to be of the nationality of the country that you are representing. However, I don't feel like you should be of that nationality to be the national manager. You should give the job to the person that's going to help you achieve your aims. So if Gareth Southgate was to leave, not necessarily would I be looking for an English manager. I'd be looking for a manager who can help take England to that next level, where if we are to make semi-finals and finals, we win them important games. So I'd be looking for an experienced manager that's capable of doing that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be English. It doesn't necessarily have to be towards a club manager. You could look towards international managers that might come available. They're my thoughts. In an ideal world, you'd want them to be English. Here's Mbappe. Shot comes in. I think that was blocked by Giroud. An offside flag goes up against him. Who's available for England's manager job if there was to go for somebody? I mean, Graham Potter's already gone to Chelsea, so he won't become England's manager. Eddie Howe. Maybe. Done a good job at Newcastle. Has he got the experience, though, to take England to that next level? He's a good manager, club level. He's never won anything. He's never achieved anything of that sort. And I think a free kick. Is it a corner given to France? I think it's a corner. What about a woman manager? Who? In terms of England, they're not going to employ anyone unless they're either a massive yes person to the FA or an experienced manager, and there's no women managers out there that are of experience to take over the England national team. Corner comes in. And shot comes in, it's poor. I'll look. There'll be odds out there for who that could be. Amy, thanks very much for tuning in. Do City want to buy Hernandez? I'd love City to go out there and sign Theo Hernandez. Right now, no, not interested. Mainly because he's going to be expensive, and after a good World Cup campaign, which saw his brother Lucas Hernandez pick up an injury, I'd say the value of Theo Hernandez has gone up even more, and it was already very expensive. See if anyone's taking odds. Is Chouamini and Mbappe. Oh, he gets it beyond the keeper in good defending. And still in. And Giroud. Oh, it's wide. Oh, how's Olivier Giroud not scored? Oh, it should have been game, set and match, really, this. Yeah, so next England manager, they are taking some odds. So you've got favourite at the moment is Mauricio Pochettino. Now, I said that we want to be looking towards a manager that's got experience of taking England to that next level and winning things. Pochettino's serial bottler. Don't want him. Thomas Tuchel's a good shout. There will, of course, be patriotic people out there who really wouldn't want a German manager in charge of the England national team. Brendan Rodgers, 7-1, third favourite. Graham Potter, Eddie Howe, Frank Lampard. Not keen on that. Gerrard, Rooney, Steve Cooper, Steve Holland, Ancelotti, Wenger, Mourinho, Pep. Brazil said they wanted Pep. It's just been mentioned there. He just said it. Yeah, Brazil wanted Pep. Couldn't afford Pep. And he decided he wanted to sign a new deal instead. They did discuss that possibility. Chris Wilder, Dean Smith, Arteta. There's just not very good options out there, is my conclusion. And in my opinion, England's achieved the minimum that I'd expect England to achieve at a World Cup after the groups got drawn. They topped the group, made it past the last 16. They got to the quarterfinals, put up a fight, and went out to, in my opinion, just about the more superior team in France. I think we're just looking for England to get over that next hurdle, and I'd give Gareth Southgate until 2024. Make sure England qualify for the European Championships, and I'd be saying reach the quarterfinals of the World Cup. In terms of European teams that have made it this far, only France and Croatia are the two European teams that have made it to the semi-finals. I think it's pretty much of a muchness in terms of European teams. So if England can get a good run, I'd be looking for at least a semi-final appearance once more for the European Championships in 2024, depending on how the draw goes. And you can't say Gareth Southgate's not done his job. They were just waiting for Gareth Southgate to flop and not get England where they want them to be. And England will look to constantly be quarterfinals, semi-finalists and finalists on a consistent basis, which is England playing every 2 years, qualifying for the major tournaments. Reached in our last 3 major tournaments, a semi-final, a final and a quarter-final, as Griezmann got into a bit of space and a good tackling out for a corner kick. So I'd be going into the Germany 2024 European Championship saying this is a good opportunity to try and prove ourselves with what England have got. And the bonus that England have got is they've got a lot of high quality young players that will start to be entering towards their prime for the 2024 European Championships and the 2026 World Cup. I imagine you'd still have the likes of Jordan Pickford knocking around and Ramsdale. You've also got the options of John Stones at the back. Kyle Walker's getting no younger, so they'll be looking more towards the likes of, as corner comes in from France and flicked on at the near post and wide. You'd be looking towards the likes of Reece James, if he can prove his fitness, injured of course for this World Cup. But likes of Reece James, Trent Alexander-Arnold needs to prove himself defensively, in my opinion. Would be options. You think Luke Shaw would probably be good to go? I mean, Kyle Walker will probably still be knocking around in 2 years. 2 years is a long time. It also isn't a long time, if you know what I mean. As Amy said, love if City would buy Leao or Bellingham. We will see. City showed a lot of interest in Leao. I'm not sure that'll be a high priority area that City will look at. It'll be interesting, but I'm not sure it'll be an area they'll look at in the summer. Where a central midfield, I think they will. Relative Badger says, question about equality. Do you think you'll ever get a woman playing in the national side? Are you on about football? If you're on about football, there's a split even divide due to physique. Yeah, no, that's not coming anytime soon. Women's football's growing in its popularity. It's improving in its quality. But in terms of appearing for the national team and having, I get what you mean, a whole coming together of an England national team, not an England's men's national team, an England's women's national team, are coming together. We're nowhere near that. Absolutely nowhere near that. And the biggest problem you've got is physique. The average height of a female around the world is what? 5'5", 5'6". You're talking 160 to 170 centimeters. The average height of a male is around 180 centimeters. So you're talking 10 to 20 centimeter height difference. Doesn't really make things fair if you're whipping a ball into the box and all your attackers are men and all the defenders are female, or vice versa. You just end up with a big difference. And obviously with physique in terms of strength, males tend to be stronger as a whole in terms of their physique. There will be, of course, the odd cases of men and women that will be able to compete. There are tall women out there. There are fast women out there. There are strong women out there. But in terms of mixing it up, no, that won't happen. They could potentially, and they've started to do it at a younger age, is something they might look at. And they might look towards the youth academy and and stop segregating and start looking towards, for example, all under 11s, a collaborative, both girls and boys mixed together. And then at some point they'll be segregated away. That's a great through ball. And Morocco get themselves a corner. 2 minutes to go to half time. And it was a corner. I do get what you mean there, relative Badger. They complain about that it's called, you've got football and women's football. And I think that's mainly down to the fact that it's not called men's football because with football originating, it's always been men playing it. So in terms of the sport being created, it's the sport's known as football because that's at the time is who's playing it. As that's a cracking ball in from Ziyech. And an overhead kick. And it's in the post. Oh, that is so unlucky from Morocco. Shot comes in and it's wide. What a goal that would have been. Overhead kick. Great effort. That would have been one of the goals of the tournament. So unlucky from Morocco. Still in this game. I do have a way relative Badger of I think the route around stopping it being called women's football, that should be a corner. No, yeah, corner given. So 3 minutes added on, another corner here for Morocco. I think the way around stopping people calling it women's football would be to have a name change for the clubs. And what I mean by that is have a good look at cricket. And they have both men's teams and they have the female teams. Corner comes in from Morocco. It's close to the keeper and collected eventually by Hugo Lloris. And what I mean by that in cricket, so my team, Lancashire, represented under the name of the whole Lancashire County Cricket Club. And in Lancashire County Cricket Club, they have the one-day teams, which are made up of the men's team, which is called Lancashire Lightning. And you have the women's team, which is called Lancashire Thunder. And what you do is you walk around and say, I'm going to go and watch a game of cricket. Who are you going to watch? I'm going to go and watch Lancashire Thunder. You're on about the Lancashire women's team. And then you'd say, who are you going to watch? Lancashire Lightning, the men's team. And that's how you get around it. Whereas in football, they're represented under the same name. So if you say to somebody, I'm going to watch Manchester City, then you're automatically going to be thinking of the ever-popular men's team, because there's no doubt that the men's football is a lot more fiercely supported in terms of growth and numbers than what women's football is. But if there was to be represented under a different name, then there'd be no confusion, because you'd be saying, I'm going to go and watch that team who's represented under a different name. What do I think about clubs going with all American names like Chelsea Lions and Manchester Sharks? Terrible. Terrible. We all love tradition here. We love tradition. So Relative Badger is a professional football coach, and they don't split until secondary school, which is correct. And parents there don't like it. You're still maturing, you're still growing. You go through education most places together. It's just in terms of physique. I mean, it's females tend to grow a lot quicker than males do at that early age. So it wouldn't be uncommon to see a lot of the girls towering over the boys. And Ada, thank you very much for your comment. I did say at the time, anyone let me know in the live chat, what do you think about a potential penalty kick for Morocco? As Ziyech tries to chip a ball in, it's unsuccessful. Out of play for a goal kick, and that will be the half-time whistle, which does go. So at half-time, and France just about hang on there towards the end. Morocco putting up a good fight, showing they have got the attacking fluidity and presence to cause problems to France. It's France through their early 5-minute goal from Theo Hernandez that lead here at half-time, but still plenty of work for both teams to do in what's going to be a very important and very big second half. So don't forget, if you are enjoying the content, leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. 9 likes away from 20 likes, so any help towards that would be great. Subscribe as well if you're new around here, and do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. Links and details are all in the description. In terms of BetMate, I am currently in 40th place, not doing too bad with my team made up of all French players. We'll see how we get on. I'm on 23.5 points. The leader is on 32, so I'm still a good 9 points behind. We'll see how we do get on. So we're going to go through some stats for this game, draw up some conclusions for the first half, and then we'll have some halftime entertainment. So, in terms of stats, Morocco have... let me just refresh the feed. There we go. So Morocco have had more possession. 44% possession for France. 56% possession for Morocco. Morocco with 5 shots, 2 on target and 2 off target. Not being clinical enough in front of goal. And unlucky hitting the post from their overhead kick. But tested Hugo Lloris once, a couple of good balls into the box, and they'll be looking to keep pushing, I'm sure, in the second half. France, whilst having less possession, have had more shots, 9 shots, with just 2 on target, one of them being the goal from Theo Hernandez. So France definitely not at their best. They weren't at their best against England. They're not at their best again tonight. And in my opinion, are there to be taken the game to, and there is definitely something to take out of the game if you are clinical in front of goal. In terms of passes, 204 passes for France, 262 passes for Morocco. Attacking stats, 1 clear-cut chance created for France, none for Morocco. 2 corners apiece for both teams, and 2 offsides for France and 1 for Morocco. In terms of defensive stats, 3 block shots for France, 1 for Morocco. 8 tackles won by France with 8 aerial duels, also one dominating the defensive stats there, with Morocco winning 5 tackles and 3 aerial duels. 2 saves for Hugo Lloris to make, none for the Morocco goalkeeper. And in terms of discipline, no fouls committed by either team, but 7 fouls won by France, 4 by Morocco, and it's Morocco with 1 yellow card, which went to Boufal earlier, which could well have been a penalty. We have seen Romain Saiss, the captain of Morocco, also head off with an injury, and Amala come on for Morocco. But it's Theo Hernandez's goal ultimately that is the difference here at half-time. John, I do not have any pets, and Julia, Kevin the Cactus, has unfortunately succumbed to the winter. As you can tell, I've got the Man City game sitting on the plant pot. There is no cactus in there anymore. We'll get a new cactus at some point in spring. But yeah, Kevin the Cactus has unfortunately passed away. I've got my bonsai. My bonsai's here. Off camera. I'll just move my leaves in. You'll be able to see them there. There's my bonsai tree. Literally just off camera. So yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. We've got some halftime entertainment for you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy. And it's my transfer update, the latest on Manchester City, including our pursuit of Raphael Leao of Portugal and AC Milan. Enjoy. What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing another Manchester City transfer update. We've got lots to get through, so before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. We're going to be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates from January 1st, so if you want to stay up to date throughout all of the winter transfer window for Manchester City every single day, make sure you have subscribed to my channel, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 300 likes once more is the aim. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts, what you make of the transfers in the comments below. Finally, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check them out, then their link and all the details are in the description. So let's crack on with this video. We've got no contract news, so we're going to move immediately on to the outs, and we've got an update on Keke. Following on from our last transfer update, he was unhappy at his loan at Pacos de Ferreira over in Portugal due to game time and Ebola in Portugal, and now saying that Keke has trained with Pacos de Ferreira for the very last time. He will be recalled by Manchester City and he will be immediately loaned back out into the CFG. I called it. I said that. Where would he end up? I got that wrong though. I thought Breda, Girona, maybe Estac Troy, No, he's going to be heading back to Brazil because EC Bahia have been purchased by the CFG over in Brazil, and that's where Keki's going to be playing for the rest of the Brazilian season. So he's out on loan for the whole of the Brazilian season. It's a little bit different to the European season. Theirs runs from when our winter is here right through the calendar year, and I don't think their season ends until normally, I think, around December time. So he'll be out on loan there up until the end of 2023. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got the latest on a young prospect that will be joining Manchester City, Kylian Mbappe. Now, the youngster from Sheffield United has completed his medical at Manchester City. We are just waiting for the exchange of contracts and for them to be signed, and then he will be announced as a new Manchester City player very soon. That's the latest brought to you by Fabrizio Romano. He's an under-15s talent, Kylian Mbappe. He'll go into the CFA, the City Football Academy, and the secret scout have put some numbers on this and said that a fee is going to be £2 million for a player that's plays it for the under-15s. That is a whopping amount of money. £2 million upfront fee plus future fees as well. £2 million for an under-15s player, in my opinion, is completely mad. Must be a top prospect. Welcome, Kylian. Just waiting for that to be announced now. Foot Mercato, they're reporting that Joska Gvardiol once more is on Manchester City's radar. Apparently, Manchester City are one of 3 clubs that are interested in signing Gvardiol. I presume that this will be based on his impressive performances at the World Cup. There's a lot of interest in him. Plays for Croatia. He's a decent player. We're doing a watch-along of their game tonight against Argentina. Get to see Gvardiol in action. Come and join me for that. Link's already out on my channel if you want to go and set your reminder for it. But they're reporting that the club that he plays for, RB Leipzig, they're wanting €100 million if any team is to sign Joska Gvardiol. The problem we have is he's a centre-back. We already have quite a few centre-backs. We don't need to be spending €100 million on another centre-back. He also plays as a left-sided centre-back. We've got Nathan Ake, Aymeric Laporte, already covering that. Gvardiol's right at the pinnacle of transfer fees. So unless Manchester City decide that either one of Ake or Laporte are going to be sold and Manchester City want to pay a premium amount for another player to come in, I have my doubts. Even if City were looking at left-sided centre-backs, I don't see City spending €100 million on a defender. Don't see that happening at all. So we're going to put that to the back burner, and instead we're going to speak about Jude Bellingham. Now, Ben Jacobs has said that Manchester City, they are expected to enter the race for Jude Bellingham, but it is Liverpool right now who lead that race. Liverpool, latest on that, are ready in to make their move for Jude Bellingham. It's not going to happen this winter, but it could happen in the summer, and they'll be trying to act quick and make things happen. They'll be speaking with the player and his entourage. They'll even be willing to speak to Borussia Dortmund as well. Liverpool will have good relations with Dortmund. They've got their former manager Jurgen Klopp in charge. Man City also have good relations with Dortmund from our transfer with Erling Haaland, who just so happens to be friends with Jude Bellingham. City are hoping to use that as a little bait to bring in Jude Bellingham. We'll see. City right now holding back, assessing the situation. Now, moving on to the final transfer takes us on to an update on Raphael Leao. Now, Sky Sport over in Germany say that Leao does not want to extend his contract beyond 2024 when his current deal expires at AC Milan. AC Milan, however, have no plans to sell Raphael Leao, and they certainly will not be selling for cheap, and any club that's interested, they're doing a good old classic pointing to the release clause, and with him having less than 2 years left on his contract are pointing towards a release clause of €150 million. No team is going to pay €150 million for a player that's got 18 months left on his contract, and a player that's certainly not willing to sign a new contract as well. So with no extension looking likely for Leao, it would be a good time if City do want to add wingers, quick wingers, dynamic wingers like Leao. Then in the summer it'd be good to get in negotiations with AC Milan, because right now, whilst they're pointing towards that release clause, they won't want to lose him in January. However, if this stance remains that he doesn't want to sign a new deal in the summer, 1 year left on his contract, AC Milan are going to be thinking to themselves, we're going to be losing this player in 12 months for free. We're missing out on a lot of money, so I imagine there'd be some room for negotiations. Not right now, but in the summer, if no new contract is signed and the stance is still Raphael Leao wants to leave AC Milan and doesn't want to extend past his contract contract of the summer of 2024, then Manchester City could well make their move. And Sky Sports in Germany are saying that Manchester City are one of a few clubs that are having a look at signing Leao and are interested. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. So there we go, that has been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to let me know your thoughts, what you make of these transfers in the comments below. Subscribe as well to my channel if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on if you want to stay up to date, first and fast on YouTube every single day throughout the January winter transfer window with Manchester City transfer news. Then make sure you have subscribed to my channel. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link is in the description. OneFootball will keep you up to date this winter with all the latest transfer news, not just for Manchester City but for every single club around the world. Go and check it out. It's a free app to download, the best footballing app out there in my opinion. They will also keep you up to date with all the latest football news, the latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, live commentary, and all of your good footballing needs. Go and check out OneFootball, free app to download. Link in the description, which will take you to the download page to download the free OneFootball app. And I'll see you all again real soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now. Half-time entertainment. Got to love it. Transfer updates. Going to be warming up. We're going to be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates from January 1st as well. So make sure you have subscribed. Right, we're just waiting for the players to come back out for the second half. And then we'll be good to go. That close-up of Alan Shearer then. Alan Shearer looks really tired. That's a good comment that about Jude Bellingham. He's had a good campaign. He showed signs of being very good. He showed signs of having a really good temperament. A really good prospect. And over the next 5 to 10 years, I feel like he'll really mature and become his own. It's going to take a club to sign him. It's going to take next level kinds of money to make that investment. And you imagine any club that does make that investment to sign Jude Bellingham are probably going to keep hold of him for a long time. So we'll see. Right, players are out for the second half. Antoine Griezmann is going to get us underway for the second half. So France attacking from right to left, Morocco attacking from left to right. Morocco playing in their red shirts, green shorts and white socks. France in their navy blue shirts, white shorts, red socks. Do you know what has been pretty abysmal at this competition? The UK's coverage of the World Cup and the commentators have been inept. World Cup semi-finals, some of the biggest matches in the world, and we've got to listen to Danny Murphy on BBC and Sam Matterface and Lee Dixon on ITV. It's mesmerisingly bad. Isn't a surprise, it's just bad. Right, what will the second half bring? Tchouaméni misses out, and Morocco can come forward, and Griezmann covers really well. Here's Theo Hernandez. Mbappe into the penalty area. Mbappe does so well, and his ball cross isn't very good. Does find Kounde, though, who has a shot, and it's blocked. Commentators in Mexico much better. You do surprise me. The commentary level over here has gone really poor. They just waffle absolute nonsense. No real passion. But when people have been getting inspired by the likes of Martin Tyler, that to me is where things have been going wrong. Here's Griezmann. That's a lovely through ball, and Mbappe felt like he was pulled down. Goalkeeper gets ahead and gets the ball. That's well played into space here, and good covering from France. It'll get cleared. Mbappe will keep it in.
Just wants the ball all the time. Rockets number 8. Hakimi Ziyech. A little bit of space for the fifth cross.
Don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 20 likes. We're now just 6 likes away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do also go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Link in the description and also in the live chat. Mbappe fancies a run. He's away. He's very difficult to catch. Amrabat's deemed to have done a perfectly good challenge on Mbappe there. Mbappe's gone to ground in a lot of theatrics as a through ball comes in from Morocco, cleared by Hugo Lloris. That's a great tackle. Just hit the hand of Amrabat as he gets up.
the best challenges in the tournament. I saw very early on the opening moment of the Tunisia-Denmark game. I can't remember the first name, the Tunisian midfielder, but he absolutely flew into Christian Eriksen. Yeah. And the great thing about that was that Christian Eriksen loved it. The last thing Christian Eriksen wants is people...
Top atmosphere by the Morocco fans in there. Yeah, the next World Cup's going to be held in North America, in the USA, Canada and Mexico. In 2026. Here's Morocco coming forward, growing in confidence. Can they find a goal? That's a great ball played across, and they get the shot all wrong, and France will get it clear. They won the bidding process, so that's why it's going to be held there. That's a cracking ball into the penalty area once more. Morocco, they can look up and squared across, and France hanging on. Amrabat has a shot wide. A couple of really good balls being played into the box by Morocco. But France doing what they did against England, which is just clinging on and holding on, and eventually England found that goal before France came alive again. They haven't looked fluent. They've just got the job done and had enough about them to get the job done, is how France have managed to make it all the way to potentially the World Cup final. Relative Badger, the three places, USA, Mexico and Canada, because it's a joint bid, and the reason why you're starting to see more and more countries doing combination bids is because they'll get the backing of the three countries. So there's obviously a vote for the World Cup from the United States of America. Mexico are going to vote for it, and Canada. So let's say Mexico only put a bid in. The United States would probably want the World Cup as well. So there'd be two rival bids. So there'd be one bid for the USA from the USA and one bid from Mexico for Mexico. Whereas if they combine themselves, they've got two votes. And you're seeing more and more countries doing that. England are bidding and are hoping to be successful. I think they will be successful in hosting the European Championships in 2028. And the way they're going to do that is it's going to be a joint bid of Britain and Ireland. Why? Because we get the backing of votes from Ireland, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, as well as England. So there's 5 votes off the bat right there in favour of the European Championships being held there. We have seen joint bids before for campaigns and World Cups. Japan and South Korea back in 2002. You've got a joint Iberian and Ukraine bid coming in for the World Cup in 2030. England were going to bid for it, but have pulled out of the race to focus on their European Championship bid in 2028. They feel like they're more of a chance of being successful for that. Morocco are going to bid for the 2030 World Cup as well. as Morocco feel like they should have had a corner. I don't think we'll see it to that extent of a joint England, Spain and Poland bid, but you will see neighbouring countries, I think, joining together to host championships. So it's always been a well-known fact that England, they could announce a World Cup next week and they desperately need an emergency location and England could host it. We don't need Scotland, Ireland, Wales, Northern Ireland, or whomever else to help us host a World Cup. We've already got the infrastructure here to make that happen. However, having other countries participating in the bids helps these bids to become more successful. So I think that's something we'll see more of in the future. I have no idea why the Ukraine are bidding with Iberia, with Portugal and Spain. It makes no sense whatsoever. There's thousands of miles separating Iberia from Ukraine. I presume they've just gone for Ukraine for what's the correct term I'm looking for here? As everyone around the world takes unity with Ukraine, so having Ukraine on their bid looks really good for their campaign. The Ukraine held the European Championships in 2012 with Poland. That was a joint bid. Poland and Ukraine held the tournament. I'd quite like to see Morocco hold the 2030 World Cup. Would be interesting. Let me just put it in World Cup 2030 bids. Who've we got? So the bids at the moment is Spain, Portugal, Ukraine is Europe's bid. Morocco, as Mbappe's coming in his Griezmann. You might have a pop here, deflection, and it's wide. Yeah, so Spain, Portugal, Ukraine in a joint bid. Morocco have announced their co-bid for the 2030 World Cup. Either they want to host it with Spain and Portugal as they're just separated by the Straits, so not too far away from each other, or a potential Morocco bid with Tunisia and Algeria. Egypt have expressed an interest in hosting. You've also got bids from South America, Colombia, Ecuador and Peru in a joint bid, and Uruguay, Argentina, Chile and Paraguay in a joint bid. To me, it's a bit silly. 4 countries of South America bidding to host the World Cup gets a bit silly. But in terms of teams hosting World Cups in South America, you think you just presume it'd be Brazil or Argentina. So the only way for the likes of Uruguay, Chile, Paraguay, Ecuador, Peru, Colombia of getting World Cup football would be through joint bids. Asia, South Korea are thinking about a potential bid. They've ruled out hosting a joint Korea bid with North Korea. Japan have thought about it. Australia had entered discussions, but they want to focus on the Olympic Games, as Brisbane's going to be hosting the 2032 Olympic Games. Israel are going to try and make a bid. That'd be very controversial. You could see a joint Egypt, Saudi Arabia and Greece bid as well. Yeah. So there we go. We've seen a few joint bids for the European Championships. Germany are hosting in 2024, and you'll more than likely see a UK and Ireland hosting in 2028. That's a great square ball across from Boufal. They're really growing into this game, Morocco. France having to do a lot of defending. They're not seeing a lot of the ball. Dare I suggest hanging on? Evening, Dale. Doesn't like the offside rule. The late flags. It is very annoying. In particular, ones that are very obvious. There was one in the first half that play continued before the flag went up about 10 seconds later after it was 3 yards offside. Dale's on about the late flag rule in case there's an opportunity so VAR can make the decision rather than the official. So, 26 minutes remaining. France have hung on right now. They need that reassurance of a second goal, in my opinion. Cross comes in. It's not a very good one. Have Morocco got the quality up top? England found that goal against France. Can Morocco? Is the question. Can Morocco?
France and Olivier Giroud is going to be replaced here. And it's a bit of family history.
Some subs being made. Olivier Giroud comes off. Christopher, hello. Thanks for tuning in. And Thuram comes on. That's a blow for my bet mates. Giroud coming off. As I did have Giroud as my captain. So he's only picked me up 6 points as I'm now 30th in a placed position. As it stands, I win £2. £2 better than no pounds. Here's Thuram, and he goes down, wants a free kick. Referee says, up you get. So my hope moves towards the other France players potentially getting me some points. Morocco preparing their own change. El-Nesyri comes off. And Boufal is also going to come off. And Hamdallah and Abakal come on. So don't forget, leave a thumbs up. 2 likes away from 20 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out BetMate, today's video sponsor. Link in the description and also in the live chat. If you use JSGC5 on sign up, the code, then you will get a £5 in free bets as well. As the ball gets squared across and collected well by Hugo Lloris. Again, miles offside. I don't even think the flag went up. It's getting back to the poor officiating again with the offside things. I've mentioned cricket once already. In terms of the namings, they've got the namings of the teams spot on in cricket. In terms of don't want it to be called women's football, name the clubs a different thing like they do in cricket. Cricket have got it absolutely spot on again. The Rugby Union, Rugby League and NFL also have it spot on with their officiating. They have something called a soft on-field decision, which is the instinct that is made from the official. They allow the play to continue, and then they give the on-field decision, and unless it can be overturned through clear and obvious in cricket, LBW is a brilliant rule where it has to be convincing to overrule the umpire's soft decision. And they can have the same in football. The flag can go up, play can continue until the opportunity is no longer there. And if that's the case, and then something does happen, and if the original decision is onside, there and it's offside, but he's only marginally offside by an armpit, then it would stick with the on-field decision of goal. But if they've ultimately ruled the other way and the flag's gone up and he's offside by an armpit, then you stick with the original on-field decision of no goal. In terms of its officiating, cricket is far, far beyond football. All the other sports are far beyond football. Football's officiating backwards. It's awful. Here's Dembele coming forward for France and tackled. They could also go vice versa. And if the flag goes up, just say he's offside. End the play. It's done. The officials are, at the end of the day, paid a lot of money. And for the flow of the game, you would rather the game flowed. And rather than waiting 10 seconds for somebody who's 5 to 10 yards offside already. And if they go on to score and people start celebrating for VAR to have a look, if it's just really obvious and really clear, then the process can be a lot smoother and a lot quicker. Otherwise, it makes the linesmen pretty redundant. They don't really need to be there. So, free kick here for France. So, France have just started to grow back into this semi-final. Having a little phase here. And they'll be looking for that all-important goal. Griezmann to take this free kick. A chance here for Griezmann to whip something into the box. Varane stood in a massive offside position. He runs back now. Cross comes in. And header one and wide. It was Konate with a header. Should find the target there, really. I think it was Thuram, sorry, not Konate. Konate was just behind him. Yeah, Morocco not as fluent. France have just grown back into this game. 19 big minutes to play. Still 1-0. Still all to play for. Griezmann goes down. Free kick given. Down to 32nd in bet, mate. We're clinging on. Could do with a Tchouameni assist or a Tchouameni goal, or another Theo Hernandez goal would be nice, or a Varane goal, or a Varane assist. Maybe the clean sheet for Lloris might do it if they keep it. Maybe. We'll see. Lloris goes long. So it's Mbappe that's gone through the middle. Thuram on the left wing. Vice-captain Mbappe for me today. Been a bit ineffective, Mbappe. He doesn't press very well, does he? It kind of stands off. Noticed that a couple of times. 17 minutes plus whatever's to be added on left. This will start getting very feisty. Here's France breaking forward now. Interception. Here's Thuram. And Fofana puts it wide. Had a quiet game for Fofana. Morocco's got this back underway very quickly. There will ultimately end up being an injury at some point through a late flag. That's when they'll actively look to change it up once something's happened, rather than the potential of something happening. Put a ball in. They do. And good defending from Varane, and Griezmann goes down under a challenge and free kick. Well, advantage has been played, I think. Or have they given a free kick? I'm not sure.
Moroccan change is on its way. And then Sally is going to be coming on. He's the young Barcelona player who's on loan at Osasuna in Spain.
So we're into the last 15 minutes here now. Tchouameni's pressed and the mistake comes. Morocco, can they get that shot away? Can they get that shot away? He's taken too many touches. Where's he going? No, they've blown that opportunity there. Have a shot. France will get the bodies back and they get the tackle. Yeah, the opportunity goes. Here's Thuram. Tchouameni to Hernandez. And France just slow everything down. Crossfield pass from France's paw and out of play for a goal kick. 14 minutes remaining. France lead by 1. Twice pulled out the challenge. Here's Amrabat. Worked to the left-hand side. And tackle comes in from Varane. Argentina-France final, it's looking like. I'll give my prediction once we know who's in the final. My early thoughts are saying if France play like they have today and how they've played against England in the final, I think Argentina win. If France turn up, France, pound for pound, have more quality. So Dembele's coming off for France. And Muani comes on. So 11 minutes to go. Tchouameni. Oh, that's a good pass into space. Mbappe turns well. Thuram. Just a bit reluctant with the ball, although good feet from Mbappe. Finds the shot. Back post. Goal! 2-0. And it's Muani who's been on the pitch. Not even a minute. And there is a second goal for France. And that will be the goal that sends France to the final of the World Cup against Argentina. It's Muani with the goal. And Morocco's hearts are broken. The French lead by 2-0. And Morocco's resistance at this World Cup has been broken at last. Morocco's had an outstanding campaign. There will be no sweepstake money for Wilson S. And it's France that find the second goal, the killer second goal, the killer 2-goal cushion. And the hearts of Morocco are broken. And France will take on Argentina on Sunday to win the World Cup. The chance to go back-to-back World Cup champions for France. As I said before, I'm not too sure who the last back-to-back World Cup champions are and when. Stick of light. My tree looks bad. Leave it alone, please. There's too many lights for a small tree. Morocco, I've had plenty of chances, I agree, Dale. Plenty of chances to make something happen. Brazil in the 60s, the last ones to do back-to-back. No money for Mixed either. Morocco's campaign coming to an end. France take on Argentina on Sunday. In the final of the World Cup in Qatar, it's Mbappe against Messi. My camera's going to cut out very soon. It's low on battery, so I'm going to put the camera's going to go off. And I'm going to put my spare one in. So bear with me for 1 minute, please. I think my audio will still be live, so it'll literally be like a commentary. So I just changed the battery. Please bear with me for 1 second while I put the spare battery in.
Antoine Griezmann, who makes a mistake on the back page. He's allowed, isn't he? We're often asked before a World Cup final, Stanley, and I'm sure you are too, who do you think will break through in this tournament, who is relatively unknown? Not too many relatively unknown footballers.
There we go. We're back in action. All good to go. Messi and Alvarez did look very good yesterday and could take some stopping for France. France have been crawling their way to the final. They haven't looked very good. They showed that experience to beat England. They showed that experience here to beat Morocco. Could that experience be crucial in the final is the question. There we go. Put the camera battery on charge. Six minutes remaining then. Now, 1 like away from 20 likes. If any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And finally, go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Link in the description and also in the live chat. What has that done for my BetMate is the question. Free kick comes in from Morocco, cleared. So, BetMate. I am 44th now. 44th. 45 points. Still 10 points behind the leader. And 3 points away from being placed. And Giroud going off's a big blow. I've done all right, but not quite enough. Frustrating. Frustrating. Cross comes in from Morocco. Goes to the back post. Ziyech. Can't make it past Thuram, and Ziyech frustrated. Thuram celebrates. More minutes ticked away. There'll be a fair amount added on for a fair bit of time wasting that's been going on in this game. So there's still time for Morocco if they can find a goal in the next 4 or 5 minutes. Still in this. France now in full control. They'll regard this as being a success. A good performance they'll regard this as. Yeah, in my opinion, not looked that great. Got the job done. Thuram gets a telling off from the referee. Morocco get us underway. In the France half, can they get a cross in? Cutting around, it's gone out of play. Goal kick. Hakimi it was. Frustrated. Ziyech frustrated. Morocco's big names frustrated. Their incredible effort here at the World Cup looks like it's coming to an end. Some of the Morocco fans look on the verge of tears. France fans jubilant. Here's Griezmann. Is there a third goal in this for France? Flatter them. What can Morocco muster up? They need a goal and fast. As we do hit 20 likes, can we get to 30 likes is the question. Shot comes in, looked offside, was offside. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And also go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Link in the description, also in the live chat. Just potentially onside there. Doesn't matter, the save was made.
Coming into these World Cup finals. And it's on the fifth stage that Didier Deschamps.
6 minutes added on. 6 minutes for Morocco to find a miracle. They need 2 goals. France will just be looking to keep hold of their clean sheet. Nawal says 3-0 he reckons. Cheering on Les Bleus. Tears from the young Moroccan fans. And it looks like we're going to have to wait for our first ever African finalists. But take nothing away from Morocco. First ever African semi-finalists of the World Cup. Doing the whole continent proud. They've had a good campaign. Picked up some brilliant results. Played some good stuff. Defensively, masterpiece. Looks so organised. But it's going to be the world champions France. The team that's been there, done that, seen that and worn the T-shirts. That are going to progress to their back-to-back World Cup finals. Can they become back-to-back world champions on Sunday? They will take on Argentina. Mbappe into the penalty area. Good defending from Hakimi. And that's good defending from Theo Hernandez. Morocco certainly can still get third place in that very pointless match between Morocco and Croatia on Saturday. And I really hope Morocco do. I hope Morocco become the first team to finish in third and get the history. Last thing you want to end your World Cup campaign with, like England did, from the disappointment of losing to Croatia at the last World Cup in the semi-final. Go out with a whimper and make it back-to-back losses with another loss against Belgium. We lost 3 games at that World Cup. Twice to Belgium. You want to end it on a high. You want to go home with your heads held high. Morocco in the penalty area. Shot comes in. It's blocked. Might be another chance. They're just a bit hesitant with their shots and deflected wide for a corner. There's more and more tears from the Morocco fans. They can't believe the heartbreak. They'd set themselves up. There's so many Moroccan fans in there. Unless they can find a goal in that sea of red behind the goal and have 3 minutes to find something, we'll see. That French second goal's really taken the stuffing out of Morocco. Taking the sting away from the game, taking the competitiveness away from the game, and France have done what France have done throughout this tournament. They've turned up and had enough about them to win the games. Into the penalty area still. It's great work from Morocco, and maybe now. No! Oh, how has he missed? Jules Kounde's in the right place at the right time. That should have been Morocco's goal. And it's Kounde that blocks.
Well, it may only have been a consolation, but it would have set up a thrilling match.
Great block from Kounde. Might not have meant much at the end, but it would have set up a grandstand finish for 2 minutes. Another ball comes in. He attempts an overhead kick. It's great work from Varane, and shot comes in. It's into the side of the net. The flag goes up. And that will be the end. So we're going to go and write France's name in on the World Cup final on my wall chart. And we will move Morocco to the 3rd, 4th playoff. There we go. They are in on the wall chart. I'm just waiting for the final score. So Saturday, 3 o'clock, Croatia will take on Morocco to see who finishes 3rd and who finishes 4th at the Qatar 2022 World Cup. I'm not going to be doing a live stream of that. I'm going to be busy on Saturday. I'm not even going to have time to do a live stream of the City Girona game either, which is unfortunate. But we will be live on Sunday. So this is my penultimate World Cup live watch along, and this will be my final World Cup watch along on Sunday, where Argentina, Lionel Messi, Julian Alvarez, Rodrigo de Paul, Emilio Martinez, Nicolas Otamendi, Paredes, who else have they got? Argentina, Di Maria will take on France as the final whistle does go and finishes 2-0 France, where Mbappe, Giroud, Dembele, Coman, Griezmann, Tchouaméni, Varane, Upamecano, Konate, Hernandez, Lloris, Kounde, the man with the block right at the end, and co. will challenge for the World Cup trophy. France looking to become back-to-back champions for the first team to do so since the 1960s. Brazil were the ones that did that, to see if they can become 3 times champions of the world. Argentina I think they won the World Cup 3 times. Sorry, 2 World Cups. So one of them are going to become 3 times World Cup champions, either France or Argentina. We'll get our answer. We'll be live an hour before kickoff, 2 p.m. GMT for the 3 p.m. kickoff time. And by around 5 o'clock, if it goes to extra time and pens, 5:30, 6 o'clock, we will know who the world champions will be on the biggest stage of them all. Argentina take on France. Got to applaud Morocco's efforts, though. Fans are in tears. They've had a great campaign. They've made history. Unlucky not to get the job done here. Like England on Saturday, not clinical enough against the French. The French have been there, done that, worn the t-shirt. They're experienced. They know how to win. They know how to win these difficult matches, these difficult moments, and show up when they need to. Clinical in front of goal. It's France that win by 2-0. So I'll see you guys again on Sunday for the World Cup final. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Much appreciated. Thank you to everybody that's left a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get to 30 likes in the post-production. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching this after the stream. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat whilst we're running for another minute or 2. Don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and also on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is BetMate. Go and check them out. Links and details there in the description. Massive shout out to them. Thank you to them for sponsoring today's live watch along. Go head over to the BetMate app, and I have finished 52nd in the pot out of 136. So top half, not so bad, not quite being placed. However, a winner by half a point. It's massive. Half a point is James LFC 1996. Captain Griezmann getting him 10 points. Vice Captain Tchouameni not having Olivier Giroud in his team and not having Mbappe in his team paid dividends. Konate getting him 9 points, 14 points for Theo Hernandez. Lloris getting 7 points as well. He's got Amrabat in his team. Wins a grand total of 58 points and sees in pocket £254. Enjoy it. Shout out to you. And see everybody again for the live stream on Sunday. We're waiting for the pot for the final to come out. And the 3rd, 4th playoff as well. Which you can go and join. So you can go and check out BetMate. Link in the description. Also in the live chat. Or use the QR code. Much appreciated. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And I'll see you all on Sunday. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.